Okay, Monday, February 9th. I don't quite know where my video is. Interesting. Okay, doesn't matter. You can see my screen. I just don't know where I am. Oh, so some lovely longs. If we just go out onto the 4 hourly, let's just look at that full range there. It's probably about halfway. High, low, 50% through. Nice. And then that absolute just long Friday. And then the overnight has shorted here. So we kind of missed some longs. I'm going to draw a full. It doesn't have to full. There's a high here, there, which we've hit the 50, or we've come as close as near as damn it to the 50 in the 4 hour ATR low. So yeah, ideally what I want is I want to cover some more ground down here to look long. I don't have to. I mean, even if it's a full 38, when a full 38 doesn't align fully with a high to high level, like that's a 50, although it's almost, but it's not quite tagged it. It's not taking it by any means. So maybe we're just bouncing there off the 4 hour low, which is quite a decent one, to be fair. What we're talking there, we're talking, yeah, 60, 70 points, 70, 80 points. And on the short side, just going on to the micro, yeah, we've come through to the 50 again. So it'd be nice to run down to 24,881s. But essentially all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for the open to open. We could potentially take the trade down, because I'm not convinced on the level that we've taken on the low side here to ensure that we do carry on. I'm not convinced of that. So lightly going into the open, I may or may not take a short. It depends depending what we do straight off the open. I mean, what would my risk be if we do go for another bite of that cherry? A couple of 100 points, right? It's a little bit more than I want to risk, but it's valid. It's a couple of 100 versus, yeah, it's a positive risk to reward, especially at the minute, but still, I just don't like it. I don't like pushing through those 4 hour levels as well. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it off the open volatility, but half an hour into the open, I also get some more levels, and it's going to be easier, right? The open's never going to be the easy one. You're sort of on a wing and a prayer. You're hoping a little bit. We don't really want to be doing that. It's going to be so much easier after the first half an hour. Let an initial balance form. And if the initial balance forms and we put in a short because we still haven't taken any of these, then there's your trade. If an initial balance forms and we've already taken the low side and we start to set up to the top side, then the top side is where we'll take the trade. It's pretty simple, but I suppose just in terms of movements today, what I'm going to want to see is this. I do not know how far that's going to come down, and then just a back up either into halfway of that range or back up to the tops. It all depends on where this comes down to. And that's it. If we just, and this is the same as every single day, guys, if we just go like that, there will not be a great deal to do, or at least have to sit on my hands for probably 90 minutes and wait until we go into that New York lull. And when we go into that New York lull, I will probably just play between the ATR ranges. Nothing new. Same shiz every single day. Yeah, and that's it. And I suppose the other scenario, which we haven't looked at, which is absolutely plausible, is a big drop down into here where we can base out. I'd hope this takes half an hour. If we are going to short, give it half an hour, and then we're going to do this for about 30 minutes on average, and then we're going to start going up. But then that leg would actually do that first, and then it'll do that, and yeah. So they're the options. Pretty clear. If market does this, I do this. If market does that, I do that, and so on and so forth, as we do every single day. Okay, guys who are with me, I'll be jumping on just to, I suppose, keep up the analysis, have a look at some other commodities, and those who are not, please